What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. After Sound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here in this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. This video is also brought to you by two different things. Since we don't do any sponsorships here on the channel, I'll show them out real quick. The first is my music, which is available anywhere you stream music under the name After Sound, of course. And the second is a new podcast I just launched on my YouTube music channel called Chasing Infinity. It is myself and ChatGPT as my AI co-host, and we dive into a wide range of topics. The links are in the description below, so check it out. Let me know what you think, and I appreciate the support. Okay, guys, we have reached a significant milestone here in terms of SPS staking. Now, recently we did cross the 1.5 billion SPS distributed, right? Which means that we are more than halfway through this entire distribution process. But we now have 900 million SPS staked, which means on a broader scale, 30% of all SPS that will ever be minted is now staked. But on more of a relative scale, we have probably, like, what is this, like 60%, almost 60% of SPS that is currently minted and out there in the world that is actually staked. So when you consider the fact that the DAO is sitting on, I don't know, maybe like 100+ million or so, we have, thanks to Splinter Cards here, the 507 million SPS that is considered liquid. Now, here's the thing. The prices are, token values are going up. There's interest going up. We've seen some interesting things happening. Granted, there was a little bit of a Bitcoin dip over the weekend, so it looks like it pushed all alts down, so SPS included, which we hadn't seen in a while, but we're back below the 0.8 range that we were at. But we'll see if we can recover from this, especially with October right around the corner. But either way, interest has been higher, sentiment has been better, and so the question then becomes: all right, we have 900 million SPS staked, we have a reduced amount of SPS inflation or dilution that's happening right now just because of all the faucets that have been turned off. So you have this 500 million that's sitting out there for anybody to claim, and the number that I want to put in your minds is this. Again, this is maybe being a little bullish, but I'm just trying to talk about the fact that if new players do come in, I don't think, we'll just call it 10,000 players, right, is a wild amount to expect, considering that we have anywhere from 3,000 to 6,000, right, on a given day here. And that includes maybe some alt accounts and whatever. But my point is that you take this 500 million SPS and you divide it by roughly 50,000 SPS. Let's say new players coming in want to have a decent stack. They all go for 50,000. That's 10,000 players that can eat up the 500 million remaining SPS with only a 50,000 SPS buy. Now, you're going to look at that and be like, oh, 50,000 SPS is a lot though, right? And granted, I mean, you're not wrong, but these would be people that are coming in looking to either enter the game, buy some cards, speculate on the price, whatever the case is, right? So as it stands right now, there's not much out there. There is a massive supply shock that I do believe will be felt at some point. I don't know when, and I don't know how hard. I don't know how far it'll go to the moon, right? This is not a price prediction. I have no idea what's going to happen in the future, but just looking at where SPS is right now, currently, right, where we're under a penny. The interest and sentiment has been growing around the game, right? The faucets have been turned off. The dilution isn't as high. And as I said earlier, there's actually not that much to go around if people start buying in larger quantities. And we saw that happen literally just, over the last month or two with whales coming in with major buys. So these are people who are already here in the game. But imagine what happens when the marketing gets turned on, when the rest of the market itself starts to heat up and people start looking for games. That's what I'm talking about, right? 50,000. And let's 50,000 SPS, 10,000 players. I mean, we could even get a little bit crazier than that, right? Maybe all these players don't want to have actually, 50,000 SPS. You can reduce it by half, right? So 25,000 SPS means that we would need 20,000 players to come in and eat that up. So again, I know you're looking at this and saying, well, I'll do 20,000 players. Like, there's nobody that's going to come in and check out this game. But again, when we get into a bull run, I think the people will be coming in droves. And based on the data that the team has and has been looking at, we're getting eyeballs coming in and signing up for the game in the, in probably like the 100-ish range per day. Now, they're not sticking around, which is what the team is trying to investigate now and dig into further. But I do believe that once things start to heat up, again, this is all assuming a bull run happens, right? A bull run in some way, shape, or form, and Bitcoin, getting into price discovery mode and hitting new all-time highs. Assuming that happens at some point within the next 3, 6, 12 months, we'll call it, I do believe that that's going to filter down into the rest of the market, and Splinterlands will be a part of that. Now, how prepared we are, how prepared the team is, and how far we can go and really take that, there's too many factors to really determine, what the success of the game will be. But rising tide raises all ships, and when you look at it, right, with this new milestone that we hit of 900 million SPS being staked, so 60% roughly of the the current circulating supply that's not that's not part of the DAO. That to me is quite significant. There's not as much SPS out there. Now, the thing is, what happens if SPS gets to a penny, 2 pennies, 3 pennies? Well, I would imagine, right, a lot of people that went heavy when we were at the bottom, like below a half a penny, they might take some profit, right? So we'll see a redistribution. That's just how markets work. So again, I don't know where the price is going. I'm not even saying that it's going up to a couple cents. All I'm saying is that at this point in time, if new players wanted to come in, it's not going to be like, there's just not as much SPS. So the whole push and shove, there's just not as much SPS. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Again, it was a milestone hit for the community, and I think that it's going to be impactful once we get into the later stages of what hopefully will be a raging bull run, similar to 2021, similar to 2017, where I do believe that gaming is going to be a big part of that. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Very curious to hear how you're thinking through this, and if this milestone means anything to you. But that is all I have in this video. I'll catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.